Good morning. You guys, I don't know why, but it's asking for a passcode. I dropped it in some groups. You might have to share it. I don't know why it's doing that. I do it the same way I always do, and all of a sudden now it wants a passcode.
How's everybody doing?
Morning. Happy Saturday.
Yes.
I don't know what everyone's plan is, but I'm going to tell you my plan is to start on Saturdays when I'm home doing just little mini trainings like this, but
Um,
then try to do a super Saturday like once a
no.
quarter.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. But anyway, so yes, I would definitely call in.
I have, but
Hi,
then
Lori.
we'll put it on pause. And I'm like, yeah, but why did I get another dose
I can
and
always tell Lori Ulrichs.
not use it until March? Because I just got my
So,
new one.
Lori, I'm
You
going to
got a
tell you a
call.
funny story where we're
You got a
waiting for
call. I'm
people.
hopping on because
Okay.
they're talking about me. Bye.
Yeah, we are talking
Sit
about
there.
you. I just muted you. So, when I was like pretty new in Singular, I mean, I'm an introvert. Loud people scare me sometimes. And Lori, every time she used to see me, would scream across wherever we were, Robin freaking Packard. It still makes me giggle. Okay, I think, oh, we're 1 minute away. I guess I was on the phone with somebody.
I don't know what you were
Cynthia,
saying, Robin, about Super Saturday, but I'm actually catching up with it. I think it's phenomenal and it was great. And I don't know how often you said we should do it, but I definitely think we should do this once a quarter for sure.
well, that's what I was saying. I think once a quarter, Saturdays can be kind of hard for me because my kids rope and do a lot. But what I was saying is I'm going to start trying to do some mini trainings on Saturday that are like very specific. Like this one's very specific about parties. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Okay.
I'm gonna make someone a co-host. Lori, can I make you a co-host so you'll admit people?
Yes. Wait,
Okay,
admit people? How do I do that?
okay, who knows how to admit people?
Let me look. I might be able to.
My assistant would kill us all right now for being
What does
like
it say?
this. She does not like this.
Oh,
Did you
because I
make
do
me?
that accept all. I don't.
I don't know. Did
Melissa
you make me one?
Corbin, Melissa, can I make you a co-host so you can admit people?
That's the store closing. So yes, we can. Okay, so and some of the stuff, I guess.
Okay, well, I don't think that's a good idea because she's.
I'll do it. Add me in.
Okay, thanks, Christy.
But this hand sanitizer.
Oh, if I can figure it out. Oh my gosh. Christy, will you talk so I can find you?
I'm right here. Can you see me?
By the way, you see these diapers? Please.
Okay.
These diapers I
Hang
bought.
on.
I don't think I'm gonna need them anymore.
If you're jumping on, can you mute yourself, please? Okay. Okay, as you jump on, just mute yourself. I'll try to admit, I don't know, it's not working. Um, So when I started, I've already said I'm an introvert. I lived in a very, very small town, 3,000 people, and most of them didn't even live in town, like a ranching community in Kansas. So it's not like I actually looked because I've given this presentation a long time ago in Singular. I had 800 friends on Facebook. Instagram didn't exist. TikTok sure didn't exist. And just a very normal person, you know? And I'd been taking the products and I loved the products, but like I dang sure wasn't just going to get on social media and post at that time. I had lost weight. I tried to find it before I jumped on this and I couldn't find it. I know I have it somewhere, but when I very first posted about Singular, it was not a smash success. I literally played this on
Okay. Okay.
on a Singular. As you're getting on, please mute
I'm
yourself.
gonna go get my
Mute yourself as
AirPods
you're
so I
jumping
can listen
on.
to this.
Oh my God, I gotta get a co-host
Yeah.
here. Let me
Otherwise,
see.
I think they hear
Fine.
anything on in.
Do they work on mine?
Heather, can you mute yourself?
Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna just mute. There we go. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, I really didn't have that many Facebook friends. I'd been to a few direct sales party. I didn't even know that that's what they were. But I posted on Facebook. I think I got 4 likes and like 3 comments. And I want you to know that, and I want you to remember that because like it's always not always going to look like a smash success. So then I started doing little home parties, and I did one for a girl. It was, I think, almost 2 hours away, and I went to that party. So I drive 2 hours, and there's only 2 people there. Well, one of those people ends up being a gold executive underneath me. So just remember that. And I think sometimes the best parties are small parties, but I really wanted people to get, and it's been a long time since I've recommended doing parties because, I mean, so you can do a lot on social media, but also it's good to get people in front of people, get their confidence up. And so it's been a while since I recommended doing these, but as I'm watching what's happening in the peptide space, I can tell that like the parties really will work well with peptides. And it's really working well with like hairstylists, different people like that. So I just made this slide deck for the brand new person that they can play on their iPad, they can screen share on their TV, whatever, to invite friends. So I wanted to go through that with you, and then I made a board about it with different verbiage inviting. I'm always going to tell you there's no verbiage that's better than you picking up your phone and saying, "Hey, I'm having like an informal little party at my house. I'd love for you to come. I'd love to catch up. It's going to be fun. I'm going to talk about some educational stuff." So let's go through that real quick, and I'll show you this slide deck that I made. And it covers everything, and then that brand new person. So, of course, I think it's going to be best if you like have some kind of peptide testimonial. And so if you haven't got in and checked out the peptides, I'll just tell you my personal story. I love the NAD, and it's not the microdose NAD, it's the macrodose. I've since COVID, my brother died from COVID, and like I've had a lot of issues, and they always just call it long COVID, brain fog, uh, almost like ADHD that I never had before, different things. And it's funny because women are so underserved in the medical community. I've been to several doctors. I mean, we've even done food sensitivity testing, all kinds of things. They couldn't figure it out. And then when they can't figure it out, they finally just lump it as perimenopause. Well, I wasn't in perimenopause when it started, so I never believed that. Well, I'm like 3 or 4 weeks in with NAD, clear as a bell. I mean, I don't know how clear I am. Like, I mean, I'm always a little funky, but my focus has come back, no ADHD type symptoms. I don't feel like I'm like thinking underwater anymore. So, like, that's my NAD story. And then I do microdose trizipatide just to see how it did with my PCOS. It was great. It's fantastic. I don't have a weight loss story with it because it's a microdose. So I'm talking more about NAD. So I was thinking, like, how could a normal person just hang on? Oh my gosh, I have got to get a co-host, but it will not let me. Okay, so this is what would sit there and play on your presentation at home. Just what are peptides? Peptides are short chains of amino acids. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. Just a very, very low key, what are peptides? And I tell people peptides are different than supplements. Supplements are definitely a suggestion to your body. Peptides are a demand to your body to do something. And then who are peptides for? People feel stuck. I try to use things that would really relate to women, especially want support, care about long term. And I'm going to go through this fairly fast because this is all stuff that's going to be in your presentation for everybody to use. And then just real quick explanation. I am going to add one more slide to this slide deck on microdosing and macrodosing so you can look for that. But just What's the difference between semaglutide and tirzepatide? Some stories. There's Lori Ulrich. Just some real quick stories on different people. That way you can see real life. And then what's our macrodose options? It all has the pricing. It has the oral, it has the tablets. Then the longevity peptides. And then what longevity peptides these are, kind of a brief description. And then what the process is going to look like. Talk about support stacks. That is so important that we talk about that. It's really important. It's 50-50. Like you need, and I believe this, so it's easy for me to talk about it. So I hope you educate yourself enough to the point that you really understand. But you really need that extra protein so the what you lose isn't muscle. We want to always lose fat, never muscle. That's going to be really important for perimenopausal women too, menopausal. Okay, now here's where we're going to start like kind of wrapping up the meeting and introducing, hey, just by sharing with 5 friends, you can make $950 or more. And it talks about, hey, let's add it up. 5 friends on tirzepatide, $71. Add in the X5, add in your 200, that's 950. So that's pretty, I mean, I didn't have that at my first meeting when I was talking about an Ignite kit. I sure didn't have any duplication, but this is easy to say. Hey, if you have 5 friends who are the 5 friends when you lose weight, feel great, whatever, are going to notice? Let's talk to them and have a little hostess party with them. Help them make 950.
Have you ever wondered why you can do everything right?
And then here's a good video that Oliver made that's embedded in your opportunity.
Isn't responding. And
so like if you don't feel comfortable talking, and then, hey, we have this coming soon. Like I said, I'm going to add one more slide in that talks microdosing versus microdosing. But I just wanted to give people something that a tool that they don't have to do the heavy lifting. Now, obviously, there's always going to be that person like a Lori Ulrich, super brave, and she's just going to dive in. But I do think this is a really important tool we need to get in the hands of our new partners or even our just partners that have been here. Like I haven't done a home party for a while, but we needed something that the normal person could present and talk about and get, because this is how my business started, and the influence of the world might want to shoot me, but I don't care. Singular is a normal based women's business. And if you can't help the normal woman build, then you can't win. No one ever said to me, Robin, do you want to be a gold ambassador? I don't even know what ambassador I am. I don't even know the rank. But no one ever said that to me. And if I would have went to my first meeting and someone said, you're going to make over $12 million, I would have said, you're full of shiz. And I would have probably got up and left and been like, they are crazy, those Singular girls. But instead, they were like, hey, Robin, have a party with 5 girls. So my first party, I had 20 people. And to get 20 people, write this down, I had to invite about 100. So if you want about 20, you need to invite 100. So don't just think of 5 people and expect those 5 people to show up. Like you have to over invite, and then you have to call them or voice clip them the day of, hey, Barb, I know I invited you. It's really important. Do you mind just showing up and filling a seat? I'm kind of new to this if you're new. I'm kind of new to this, and as my friend, I could really use your support. That is going to get more people in the seats than anything you could ever say. I didn't even want to have a party. This is what my upline said to me. Write this down, because this is the $12 million line of how I got launched into the business. Robin, I know you're not really interested in the business, but you've had great results. I am, and I really want to build this. As my friend, would you host a party for me? As my friend, would you host a party for me? And at that moment, Robin Packard was launched into Singular. I had my first meeting. 20 people came. I hit manager that night. And I remember my upline said, do you want me to put these people under me or you? Are you interested in the business? And I was like, why would I put them under you, girl? Like, I'm not, these are my friends. And then the first big singular mistake I ever made, I said, do not set anybody up on subscription. I do not want my friends getting this stuff every month and mad at me. And then the next month, I had to set up 15 subscriptions by myself because I told my upline I wouldn't even allow them to be on subscription. Do not bother my friends. So there was no bigger skeptic than me. But here's what hurts my heart and makes me mad, both, because I'm honest, is to create a bunch of tools and then nobody uses them. Like, we've got to start pushing tools out to people and help them use them. X5 is a really good deal that Zingular just does every month for you. Like, just extra money in your pocket. But we have lost the human touch of telling our level one, hey, let's hit your X5. Let's hit this. I'm going to help you. Let's have a meeting. So, like, I get so tired of people thinking you have to be an influencer. I had no Instagram at all 5 years ago. None. I was way behind the Instagram curve. You can be successful. You can build a big business with normal people helping them hit 5 people every month. The retention on peptides is in the 80%. We have not seen that on anything in the direct sales space. 80% every month. Now, makeup, skincare, they might have that kind of retention, but it's not every month. So we're talking about a business that compounds fast. Those 5 people are staying on the next month and then the next month and like loving it, right? So I want to bring everyone's thinking of, I've got to be an influencer. I got to have 5 million followers. I got to do this too. I got to help one girl get 5 people this month. And it's a great month to start doing that. Here's what I love about the peptide space. Where wellness and stuff can be a little slow in the summer. I think a lot of direct sales can be slow in the summer. Peptides get stronger because I'll just use Texas is in a wild state of weather right now. We were 0 for 5 days and snowing and stuff Texas doesn't normally do. Now today it's 80. So every Texan is putting on a pair of shorts today and like, oh, I do not like the look of my cottage cheese leg. Okay, maybe not everyone. Maybe it's just me. I was like, girl, go do something about this. So like everyone, peptides are gonna like, we're hitting that people want to look good, want to feel better. And there is that vanity side of peptides of people can't lose that stubborn 5 pounds to people that need to lose a lot of weight. But then there is so many perimenopausal women or moms that like, I just need to think straight. I just need to be able to shut the damn grill off instead of leave it on all night like I did the other night. Okay, so this is a really good tool. If there's something you want to see into it, it doesn't need to be personalized. You don't have to brand it. But what you do have to do is either take the link out of boards, put it in the notes of your phone or whatever. If you don't know how to screen mirror onto your TV, like your upline could probably help you figure it out, or I don't know if I can. I generally can just mess with something long enough to figure it out. But we've got to now go around and be asking people, hey, I'm really into peptides. It's exploding. I can help you as a friend make $950 this month. I need 5 like hot leads in seats at your party. So to get 5, invite 20 people. Does that make sense? Yes, some people are like, oh, maybe. It's a simple tool, but I mean, it's gonna work. But to make it work, you have to over invite. The invites have to be personal. The human brain can in 3 seconds tell if it's a copy and paste chat GPT, 3 seconds. So you have the first 3 seconds of whatever you're going to say to them to make sure it's real. I don't care if it's a typo. I don't care whatever. But it needs to be real. I like voice clips or calling because people feel more accountable when someone voice clips or calls them. But I know everybody hates the dreaded list. The first thing that was ever said to me when I signed up in Zingulars, make a list of 100. And in my head, I said, why don't you make a list of 100 things that I don't like about this? But seriously, make that list of people that either need money, want to feel better, or whatever. But this fits really good, the peptides, with what we're doing. And then, so I'm going to tell you how I grew my business. So I had that first meeting. One of the girls that came to the meeting, we talked about getting your products paid for. And she's like, well, I'd like to get mine paid for. So then she had a meeting. That meeting, I found Amy Potter. Amy's the gold exec. Then, another girl, she had a meeting from my meeting, and she ended up having a bunch of spin class girls that she was like, they're all going to quit my spin class because they're not losing any weight. And then they're going to quit the spin class, and then I'm going to be out of the job. And I said, well, why don't we host it with the spin after spin class one day and say, hey, let's help get you better results. Because I said, I don't care how much these girls spin, they're never going to be 5'8" and 110 like you, ever, ever, ever. So then she ended up hitting platinum director from it. Like, it's a compound effect. So let's try to get some people hosting parties. Now, okay, if you're like, we need to set this up, but now also, just because this is happening next Tuesday, in your boards, we are having an opportunity. It doesn't talk a bunch of peptides. It talks, how do I completely just build a business with peptides? So we'll be having that Tuesday. That's in my boards. Check that out, or ask your upline. That you need to be inviting to right now. But I'm telling you, we got to get the normal girl just hosting parties. And like, pretty impressive. If I have Beth host a party, Beth hits almost $1,000 with just 5 customers. Tell me any other way that you can do that too. 5 customers, first month, $1,000, $950. Can't do it. I don't know anywhere else you can't do it. Can't do it. I don't know anywhere else I can tell. I'm in all these, anybody else in their town pages. Put it in your town pages too. And misspell peptides a little, like peptides, because we don't want meta, cracking down or whatever. Put it in your little town pages. Hey, I'm having a little peptide party at my house. You can have them. I used to have some at the bank, had a little meeting room. Like, it's fine. If you can't get online and sell to 5 people, this is where you got to start ground floor and then build from there and get a new girl started. We got to quit trying to get girls that aren't influencers doing influencer type things. It's always good to be great online, but there's a beautiful blend of old school stuff that people still want to be talked to. People still want to be like, oh, Barb, I know you. I trust you. I've known you for 20 years. If you tell me this is something I should try, then I'm going to try it. Barb still has that influence with me. You have that influence with people. Your new girls have influence with somebody. Okay? But X5, this is something easy that we need to be focusing more on every single month. X5, how do we get the 5? Okay? Well, a peptide party, building online, the full toolbox of stuff. Does anybody have anything? Very simple. Okay? In my boards, there's also invite language too. I put it in there, but I do not like to use it. But I put in there for someone who has, but I think you should call, and I think you should voice clip. Pick up the phone. Stacy, I'm having a little peptide party at my house. My first party, I had like summer sausage and a block of cheese. And oh, I'm glad I looked at Beth and this reminded me. Also in there, it said, thanks to sample. Because some people like me are flavor snobs. They are never going to spend $60 on a bag of trim sticks when they don't know what the heck it tastes like. And some of you are little mixologists. I'm not. But mixing clear protein. So a good way when you do the support stack, I actually went to a mixology. She was a bartender once. It was like so good. But on the support stack, that would be a great place to pause your presentation and then be like, okay, guys, I want you to try some of the support stacks. Here's the clear protein that actually tastes good. You don't have to go to Costco, spend 30, 40 bucks on stuff you're going to drink one time and throw it away. Here's some trim sticks. Here's what you mix it, like have a little mix party. That's a good way to write off your subscription too, If you use a subscription that month and you break open all of it, I write off my subscriptions anyway, but break it open and be sampling, you can write that completely off on your taxes. Did you know that? Or another little thing, this is kind of off-roading, but if you take some of your subscription and on your XMD customers, send them like a little sample of trim sticks, or you can do clear protein. I mean, that's kind of like you do whatever you want to do on the clear protein because you have to like put it in another deal. But trim sticks, whatever, electrolyte, spring. I've been sending to my new XMD people, hey, congratulations on your peptide journey. Here's some support products that I think you'll love and will help your journey. And I send them the couple sticks. It's a little extra work, but now these people are like, wow, thanks. They get to try it. They get to try the table. They're more apt to purchase that. Okay, any questions? You guys can all unmute now. I'm going to stop recording though, and we can discuss, cuss and discuss. Maybe not cuss.